100% of the things we do it out of emotion, and then we look for explanations for them. See, that's how we are. We are creatures of feelings. And people who know of this about us as human beings, they have taken a lot of advantage of it. For example, you walk into the shop and you see the sweet things that you hardly would think about them, the sneakers, the snacks, the sweet things you can just throw into your mouth and you don't think of the cost. They are just kept at the entrance. So even if you don't go right into the shop, you have picked it. You just see somebody that looks handsome to your own eyes, because it may not be to everybody. You just declare, I love him, or I've fallen in love. You don't know the person. You don't know that character you're seeing. You're just seeing the external. And it's amazing the way we assess beauty. We assess beauty first and foremost from the face, and then we now begin to take the other statistics. That's how we go. And it's going to get worse because the media is not helping matters. Now, if you spend a lot of time on your internet, the much as I do, maybe more than I do, you discover that it gets worse because everything is done to tap into your own emotion, to get you to act before you ever think. Those who are into internet marketing, any form of business, your emotion is what they are targeting, so that you get involved without ever thinking. That's the way it is. Now, when we are talking about marriage relationship and we're talking to singles, why I want this program to benefit you is that I want us to x-ray what the marriage life is like. It's not all about what you think. It's not what the press wants you to think. It's not what the Hollywood stars want you to think. It's not what the music stars want you to think. It has to do with real human beings. And notice, human beings are emotional beings. Human beings are creatures of meanings. Human beings are creatures of feelings. Now, if that makes sense to you, then you want to go through the entire course. At the end of these 3 modules, the first one I'm going to make available to you, 6 weeks course that you will decide whether to take it on or not. So it's good for you to know that up front. So you are going to understand how love grows. You are going to understand the 4 legs to your throne. I mean, you are either sitting on a common chair or you're sitting on the throne. All right. So we'll talk about you, your mentality, your values, your beliefs, and then we talk about your ability to choose. Your ability to choose. Those 4 legs will either form the throne that you sit on or form any kind of common chair that just anybody can sit on. So watch out for the lessons that are going to come. And what about the place of finances in relationship? We are going to talk about that. We are going to take time to talk about what is the meaning of money in our time, and how are people making money today. Is money still that paper, or is it the digital figures on the screen, or is it your what you take out from the cash point? What is money, and how do we apply that in relationship? Listen to me, more than ever before, marriage or any kind of relationship comes under severe trial when it comes to money. So if you don't understand what is happening, if you don't know how much money controls the feelings of people, then you are going to be in a big trouble when it has to do with funds. So watch out for that. Also, you need to watch out for my teaching on the God factor or the luck factor. God factor versus luck factor. It's going to be amazing. And what about the U factor? The U factor, we're going to treat that as a module, as it's a course on its own. And then we talk about your own self-awareness. Self-awareness. And we'll anchor on the things that you need to take note about yourself. You see, if you understand yourself very well and you are able to take care of your inner environment, it becomes easy for you to know how to respond to people. It does not matter their own temperament. It doesn't matter whether they are extroverts or introverts. It doesn't matter whether they are people who want to be liked, or people who want to be comfortable, or people who want to win, or people who are just, they're just there. Anything goes. There are people like that. There are those who want to live their life to impress others, whoever they are. Now, before you ever make the choice, the most important thing for you to understand is who you are. Become aware of yourself, your personality, the things that move you, the things that cause you to act, where you're going, what kind of person should go there with you. We are going to take care of that. And by the time you are through with this course, my friend, you are ready to rock. You are ready to hit the thing you have been dreaming for without any shadow of confusion. See, the best way to deal with darkness, like I said earlier on, turn on the light. Turn on the light. Is there time for prayer? Sure. Is there time to go for counseling? Sure. But when you are about to enter the dark room, just be sure you know where to turn on the light. And also be sure that there's power when you turn on the light. Because there are two things. I know there are people who live in some countries. I'm not mentioning any country here. Some countries where you turn on the light, there's no power. Alright? And if you live in that kind of a country, then you need to make an alternative arrangement to make sure there's power. And then you know where to turn on the switch and the light will come on. Alright? So, take time to invite your friends. This is going to be awesome. Must have taken a lot of your time, but it is worth it. I needed to take time to give you this orientation. Take note, if where the smiley is as I am speaking is the introduction, then it means you have another module, which is the silver module, and after that will be the gold module, and then the premium module. You don't want to miss any of these. And then we'll take this thing to a logical conclusion. I want to thank you for taking out this time to be with me. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best, and I pray that this program will bring a turnaround in your entire life, will cause you to have your dreams fulfilled beyond your imagination. Thank you for listening to me, and I pray that God will bless you. Amen.